Добрый день. This is the last video in our series on the accusative case, and what we already discussed is that words in the accusative case change a to u, ya to you, and if the word has any other ending it stays the same, there is no change. And we do that because the verb that we used in the sentence is accuse, and you need to answer whom or what, or you're using another verb that is similar to accuse, and you need to follow with an object to answer that same question, whom or what. A completely unrelated reason number 2, to use the accusative case is with days of the week, when in English you're thinking on plus the name of the day of the week. So some students get confused and they say, well, what's the relationship between the first use, which is tied to the name of the case, kind of makes sense, and the second use, which is completely out of the blue and has no relationship to anything. And there's no relationship. We just use the accusative case for this particular situation. So all you have to do is just create a folder in your brain where it says, the minute I say on, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or some other day, I have to go to the accusative case, a to u, ya to you, everything else stays the same. That's it. There is nothing else you need to do. You don't need to connect this to anything. You don't need to understand it in any way. That's just what we do, and that's what you need to do when you speak Russian. That's it. So now we're going to add the last use of the accusative case, which is another completely unrelated to the first two situations use, and I created this long and confusing table here. Okay, let me walk you through. So the first column has nominative case, which means these words that you can see refer to places. They come from the dictionary and no changes have been made. Then in the second column, I put exactly the same words in prepositional case. And as you already know, most nouns in prepositional case have ye ending. If you're dealing with a masculine word like college and there is zero ending at that word, then you're adding ye on top of it. If you're dealing with a feminine word, and let's say you have a ending like biblioteka, you drop that a ending to make room for a new ending, and that new ending is ye. So you can see that all of these words have ye ending, except for kino, and this is just a reminder for you that foreign words that end in o, e, u do not change. And how do you know it's a foreign word? Well, you don't. You just use a dictionary. So this is prepositional case, and hopefully this looks familiar, and we use it when we answer the question где, where. So the last column in this table has the accusative case, and you've already heard me say it 500 times. In the accusative case, we change a to u, ya to you, everything else stays the same. So for this, you need to skip the prepositional case, go all the way back to the nominative case, and this is where you're checking the endings. So college, no a, no ya, no change in accusative case. Biblioteka, we have a, so that a in accusative case changes to u. So you can see, you can spot all these words with a ending. There's no ya here, and only those words changed. They went to u ending, and everything else stayed the same. And again, kino, that foreign word, doesn't change in any case. So a couple of things here. First of all, the prepositions. If we're using вы, we're going to use it in both cases, prepositional and accusative. There are some words, and your book has a list, that don't use вы. They use na. Again, no reason, just to memorize exceptions. And then once they start using na, they use it in all cases. So na here, na there, not going back to вы. And finally, we use the prepositional case to say where someone is or where something is already. Где? Hey, where are you right now? Где ты? Я в колледже. I'm there right now. And we use куда, accusative case, to answer the question куда, which is moving to that place. You're not there yet. You're traveling there. The verb will be a motion verb. Traveling, going, flying. So that's when we use accusative case with a destination. Where are you going? Это все. До свидания.